So with Xavier Worthy being hurt, there's no secret that the Kansas City Chiefs should be actively looking for a wide receiver because Xavier Worthy was injured in Week 1 against the Los Angeles Chargers, and Travis Kelce had ran into him on a route, and then Xavier Worthy has ended up with a dislocated shoulder. So then we hear a lot of discussions of them saying, well, guess what? Now it's time for Tyreek Hill to come to the Kansas City Chiefs. How the Kansas City Chiefs will start probably pursuing Tyreek Hill, or they're going to at least, see what they could do about him. But with Xavier Worthy being injured, that was something that obviously didn't, go as planned. I mean, nobody thought Xavier Worthy would get hurt on the first drive of the game, but sadly it happened. Now, Rashee Rice, he's not injured, but he's suspended for 6 weeks. So the wide receiver room is looking pretty thin right now. I mean, we got Tyquan Thornton, Juju Smith-Schuster, Hollywood Brown, who had 100 yards, but the wide receiver room doesn't look too good, man. And if you look at what just happened to the Miami Dolphins, they got embarrassed by Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts. And Tyreek Hill, he literally is just suffering because of bad quarterback play. So right now it's looking like Tyreek Hill needs us, and we need him as of right now. So that's why I believe that, Tyreek Hill move is absolutely possible, especially because we know Tyreek Hill, he doesn't want to play in Miami no more. He wasn't happy about the quarterback play. He hasn't been happy with the things Tua has been doing. I mean, Tua is making all these bad plays, like he's looking like a very horrible quarterback. He's looking like one of the worst quarterbacks in NFL history, one of the worst quarterbacks to start in NFL history. And he's looking like the worst starting quarterback in the NFL right now. Unacceptable. 2 interceptions. You throw an interception to a defensive end. You fumble to Kenny Moore. Like, it's just not looking good for Tua, and it's not looking good for Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins. So I believe a reunite or reunion should happen. Like, anytime you're in a situation where y'all can help each other, then it's something that both teams should really, not both teams, because the Dolphins don't really get helped by trading Tyreek Hill, but at least you can help Tyreek Hill by trading him off the Dolphins, But the Kansas City Chiefs, they need a wide receiver. There's no doubt. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he's about to be 30 years old. It's like, it's getting to the point where it's like, you don't want to keep putting him through this shit, man. Like, you don't want this dude out here looking like Superman, trying to save all these dudes, trying to save Veach. I mean, it's just embarrassing. I mean, if you don't get a wide receiver, at least go out there and trade for a pass rusher or something to make it better for him on defense, because that pass rush was non-existent. I mean, Justin Herbert was getting whatever he wanted to get. Justin Herbert was doing whatever he wants. It was something very horrific to see, something very scary, and something I never want to watch again in my life. Offensively, Marquise Browns is not going to cut it. I mean, he's very talented. He got 100 yards, but just Hollywood Brown, can't really see him cutting it for us offensively against teams like the Eagles and the Ravens and, the teams that we're going to have to face. Now, we do know Rashee Rice is coming back, so that's the bright side, but, I mean, Worthy got snapped, man. Like, Worthy, the way he went down, that was bad. Like, I don't really know. Tyreek Hill needs to be saved. Tyreek Hill, he has to be saved. There's no doubt about it. Things didn't get off to a great start for the Dolphins when they fell behind 17-0 to a Colts team that people didn't have high hopes for in 2025. Tyreek Hill was not happy about his team's deficit, but he wasn't shy about expressing that. If you've seen him on the sideline, he was caught by the camera. He was voicing his frustration to wide receivers coach Robert Prince. Hill had just 2 catches for 15 yards when this incident took place, and his quarterback had thrown a bad interception earlier on and been sacked 3 times. So it's understandable that Hill is agitated by how poorly his offense is playing, because, a new team with as much talent as the Dolphins have on offense shouldn't be blinked in the first half of the game, and you would think the second half would be better, but obviously it wasn't. So Hill, he's a good player, right? But he wasn't having a good day. He was being ignored by Tua. Tua was looking bad. And it's just been rough for Tyreek Hill. And, if these people, if these people continue to do what they're doing while they're playing with Tyreek Hill, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave, and he's gonna have to go somewhere. And the Kansas City Chiefs obviously is the best place for him to go. I mean, how can you tell me that the Kansas City Chiefs isn't the best place for him to go? I mean, Tyreek Hill has been horrible, man. You know, people could call him a diva, but things for Tyreek Hill has been horrible. So in my opinion, Tyreek Hill, yes, he needs to come out to the Kansas City Chiefs. And even if it's not Tyreek Hill, I mean, the Chiefs just have to put more talent around Patrick Mahomes, man. Like, cool, yeah, we know Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback that we've seen in a minute. He's the second greatest quarterback of all time, potentially. Well, no, he is, right? But you can't keep making things so hard on the man, bro. Like, just because he's so talented don't mean he has to save us every time. Why does Mahomes have to do diving passes just to even give us a chance in the game, bro? Like, Harry Roseman for the Philadelphia Eagles, he makes things so easy for Jalen Hurts. I understand Jalen Hurts isn't as talented as Mahomes, but Jesus Christ, man. Like, when you, like, if Mahomes could just have it easy, bro, he could have 20 rings, bro. 20 rings. And I know I've been cursing. I've been making I've been saying curse words. I'm stuttering. It's because I'm just genuinely disappointed in what I've seen, bro. Like, I understand, you know, you're going to lose some, but that was just a genuinely disappointing game. I mean, you lose a Super Bowl, you get embarrassed on live television. And then this is how you come out week one. You lose to the Los Angeles Chargers. You lose to Justin Herbert. So we're going to have to see how the Chiefs team respond week 2 against the Philadelphia Eagles, the people that took us down in the Super Bowl. If they respond weak against them, then it actually might be cooked, man. They actually might be cooked. And we might have to make some serious moves for this Kansas City Chiefs roster. And that's going to be starting with going out there and seeing what's up with Tyreek Hill, because he's in a terrible situation. And we're in a terrible situation wide receiver-wise. Tyreek Hill's in a terrible situation in general. And it could be a win-win. We help Tyreek. Tyreek helps us. The Kansas City Chiefs goes back to the Super Bowl. I mean, Tyreek Hill knows the offense. It's nothing, you know, this is Tyreek Hill we talking about. There's nothing to really, it's not really much to say. You know, a return for him is the best case scenario, man. He could help develop Worthy, help Hollywood. You know, Tyreek Hill's that dude. So at the end of the day, we'll see how that go. Now, a lot of y'all gonna call this clickbait, but at the end of the day, you could go look it up online, man. There's been a lot of talks about Tyreek Hill getting traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. And like I said, Tyreek Hill to the Kansas City Chiefs changes absolutely everything for us, and it's something that I really, really hope can happen. But at the end of the day, if it don't happen, we need to make something shake, because this is terrible, man. We just got embarrassed by the Chargers, and that's really because Worthy went down, Rice is suspended, then we have no depth at the wideout position. Even though Juju, Tyquan, and Hollywood Brown did step up, but it's just, I don't know, man. We just need more talent, and then defensively, that was just sad to watch. But it's been your boy Chiefs Priority. I'll make another video tomorrow. We'll talk more about this. Peace.